nobody's passed yet. So the challenge I'm going to give, the first person that actually passes the IQ test, I'm going to buy them dinner. I'm still waiting. I think, well, I mean, I've heard that he's been talking about us ever since. So I feel like I'm in his little headspace, and he just keeps going on about it. He's trying to figure out so I'm related to it, and I welcome the hate because when the hate comes, I didn't know that I struck a nerve with the enemies of freedom, and that's never going to stop.
Yeah, we're good. Go.
Chris Cuomo called you an idiot. What's your reaction to that?
My reaction is we've heard a lot worse. You should hear some of the phone calls that come in. These people who preach tolerance are the most intolerant. The hate we receive every day, but again, we're running into the fight. We're not going to run away from it. And the reason why he cut me off was because how I fired back at him. And you'll see the raw footage tomorrow when we put it up.
So I just want you to describe for me, it's my feeling, Tony. I feel, aren't you putting your customers at risk by saying that in my restaurant you don't wear masks and you cannot be vaccinated? Isn't that putting both your customers and your employees at risk?
Okay, so first of all, on the mask issue, you got it right, because masks to us represent fear, control, and surrender. It's an overt symbol. Virtue signaling, and we don't want to see it inside the restaurant. It's a sign of the lockdown. So for us, in terms of the unvaccinated side, again, it's apparent to me that we still don't understand it. I can't wait until somebody finally does. But I can give you your own experiment that you can try. Why don't you go to LA, go into a restaurant that requires you to show proof of vaccination and go without it and see if you can get in. Then come back to us and come without proof of being unvaccinated and see if you can get into our restaurant. We'll see which one you can actually get into. And then you'll understand what the experiment is.
Have you been vaccinated?
I answered it I wouldn't normally answer that, but I've already done it on national TV, so no. You know what? I made the mistake of answering that last night, and I don't think it's anyone's business. I shouldn't answer on their behalf. So,
no problem.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Good.
Yes, I have. And I wear masks indoors.
How's that working out for you?
Which is why I wouldn't go in your restaurant.
Yeah. So I mean, you and I have had an interaction before. It was early on in the shutdown. I think it was in Halloween Day. Yeah. How about that?
I had just lost one of my family members.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear. But let me just say, so we've been open now 497 days since the lockdown started. Zero restrictions. We banned masks. We took a hard stand. We made no excuses. Our stand has always been only in defense of liberty and freedom. Our stand has been in honor of our founders, our military men and women who fought and died for this country. And we have had tens of thousands of healthy, happy customers. We haven't had any contact tracing back to us, and it's been a great experience. It's been an experience of a lifetime.
Do you feel like the government has overreached with you and your restaurant?
They can overreach all they want. We've been trying to stonewall since the first day, because I believe that in a fight for freedom, you cannot give an inch. It's a all or nothing fight. It's a take the prisoners fight. You can't compromise it. So don't try to. Anti-government. I'm anti where they don't belong.
Anti-government in your business.
Look, this is obvious to me that these are the first signs of them trying to wage war tyranny on freedom-loving Americans, and we're going to do our part to stand against it every step of the way.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you accept PPP money?
That's our money. That's our money. That's not their money.
$58,000
Look.
money.
They shut the state down, right? In the first couple of months, They offered money, and it's our money, so we took it. And we would rather take that money, deposit into our bank account, rather than the government use it on anti-American programs that are bloated. And yes. No, it's not. It's our money. It's our money. They have that money because of me, so it's our money.
So you took it.
Absolutely.
Are you going to pay back?
We haven't spent it. So, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to donate it. I'll donate it.
Okay.
How about that?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome, right?
Yeah, maybe
To a military group.
to family.
A veterans group.
Okay.
That will happen next.
So, all right. So, fine. Let's get back to the topic at hand, vaccines. Because this is how people are stating it, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Good.
Okay. Is it true that your position has recently been, don't be vaccinated if you want to come into my restaurant?
Again, you have to read the sign. Read between the lines. Like I said on Cuomo last night, if you can't read between the lines of our sign, the next sign that we put up is basically going to say you're too stupid to come into the restaurant. And you can see now there's a sign up there with Chris Cuomo's face on it, and it says he's not allowed entry because he's too stupid.
So, do you not believe that vaccines work?
This is not about science. Look, I've never been.
It is about science.
Who's this guy?
I'm a nurse, bro.
Who's this guy?
I'm about science.
Okay, is
Just
he
met
part of
him.
your crew?
No.
Okay, then
No.
he's got to leave for me to continue.
So,
Can you tell him to leave, please?
my question still is,
That's
aren't
not
you
good.
putting people at
You're not
risk?
welcome. Read the
Aren't you putting people at risk?
failed the IQ test.
Okay.
You can't be in our
We're trying to interview the owner.
Thank
you.
I'm behind him, not you.
That's okay.
But the fake news and the fake science is what this guy is all about.
So
No one
I
else
just
is
want you to be
fighting
able
for
to
us, but
clarify
not
your
talking.
position. This is your opportunity.
Yeah, so you
Rather
asked
than
me,
saying what it isn't,
yeah.
I just want
So
you to clarify it.
So you asked me about the science, about the vaccine. And I made it clear that this is not about science for us at all. Okay, this is not about whether vaccines work or not.
They do work.
It's not about whether masks work or not.
They do work.
Okay, this is about freedom only. That's the point that we're making here. And they're using it. They're using these things at the other side as a weapon of tyranny, and it's like mission creep. So I never go down the hole of science, the rabbit hole of the science, because that's where they want to take it. That's where they want to engage
Yeah,
it.
because science helps save lives.
Okay, is that?
The vaccine saves
trying-
lives.
Okay,
Do you
saves
believe
lives.
that it doesn't save lives?
There's no proof of that at all.
There is proof of it.
Really?
This man's an ICU
Oh, so
nurse.
you're dragging a heckler into the
He's not-
interview.
he's
a
an
heckler.
He's an ICU
Bolt.
nurse.
Bolt. Out.
But
Bolt,
wait,
step away.
Wait, no, it's a
This
sidewalk.
guy threatened my guy standing in front of the restaurant. Okay. And if you got any closer to him, he would have had a problem.
What's wrong with you?
Back up.
Wait, this is an ICU. This is an ICU nurse.
Converse with
I'm
me.
not interviewing with you. Back up.
right.
Back up.
All right.
Back
We're a
off.
public
So, but this is the type of thing that people want to know
Don't
about.
have to leave. Back off.
People do want to understand this though, from you directly from your mouth, because there's a lot of people out there making all kinds of
If the
claims.
vaccines work,
funny,
then
bro.
tell me why
Funny.
the 5 counties with the highest vaccine
You're
rates right
pathetic.
now have a higher virus rate, a virus
Where'd you get
infection
that
rate
thing anyways?
than the counties that have the
Yeah.
lower vaccine rate.
Have your cooks or servers
asking
been
you.
vaccinated?
I don't know that. I don't ask them.
Are they allowed to wear masks inside?
Read between the lines. No. Because they don't want to. Read between the lines of the sign.
But
People who work here voluntarily work here.
right. Okay. So
We
what
don't
is
make
the
anybody
biggest-
work here. We don't drag customers from off the street into the restaurant.
Tony, what's the biggest misconception about you and your restaurant?
I think people believe that we're anti-vaccination and anti-virus, and it's not about that. It's about we're anti-tyranny only. It's a pro-freedom stand, and we're not going to tolerate any signs of tyranny ever. And we're going to do our part to back the enemies of freedom down, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to preserve our precious American way of life.
Wouldn't tyranny be not letting somebody in with a mask on? Wouldn't that be a part of tyranny?
Are you part of the show?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, so you brought him
he's
in?
not. No,
brought
we
him
just
in?
met him today. So
How do I know he was the RN that?
Thomas, what on Amazon?
what I figured. Got this
Sorry, I
punk-
lost my train of thought.
Got this punk over
You're
here.
both making me lose my train of thought.
It's okay.
So getting back to so you're about personal freedom, correct? You're a celebrity now. I mean, you've been on Chris Cuomo, you've been all over the internet, you've had stories written about you. What is
Look,
it like to be in this
Look,
position?
okay.
Does it help your business?
I didn't ask for any of this. We were just a little Italian restaurant minding our own business, okay? And the enemies targeted us. So we stood up, and I put everything at risk. I have laid everything on the line, and you know, even my safety in terms of people making threats. And I lived a private life, and I've sacrificed that as well. I didn't ask for any of this.
People online have called you everything from knucklehead to idiot to moron. What is your response to people online that have been very harsh about you?
Keep it coming. I love it. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't have any problem with it at all. I don't have any problem with it.
And again, you're about personal responsibility.
Yeah.
But whether or not you decide to get vaccinated is your decision, clearly.
Yeah.
But if you not getting vaccinated can hurt me or our neighbors, aren't you responsible for that?
Well, your car can hurt me when I'm on the road. Should you not drive ever again? I mean, at what point does it end? Should we lock ourselves in our house, you know, in our homes for the rest of our lives and wear a moon suit? You know, I mean, where does it end? So that's the issue here, and that's why we're taking a stand.
Do you believe that this global pandemic is a deadly one, and that
No.
hundreds of thousands of people are dying from it?
I believe that the lockdown is deadly.
You don't believe people are actually dying from COVID?
I believe that people's spirits are dying from the lockdowns.
Do you believe
That's what I
people
believe
are
is
dying
happening.
from COVID?
Hey, I'm not a scientist. Look, people die of a lot of things.
Are you a COVID denier?
I already told you that. No, I'm not. There's obviously something going on. There's obviously a virus. No, I've never been a denier. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. You're still not getting it.
So you're not denying that COVID exists?
No, I'm not denying it.
Okay. All right. And do you believe that the vaccine helps protect people against COVID?
Listen, I won't allow...
I'm just trying to take you down a logical train of thought.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
believe
trying to
that
help you
COVID
too.
exists,
Sure.
and I'm saying, do you believe that vaccines
I believe
help save lives?
I believe a lot of things exist. Yeah.
Do you believe that the vaccine helps save lives?
I don't know yet. I haven't seen enough evidence. I don't know.
You haven't seen enough?
I haven't seen enough. No.
Where do you get your news from? Like what do
Listen,
you
I'm a
read?
smart guy. I read lots of things.
Like what?
Well, it isn't your business. What do you read?
New York Times.
Oh, no wonder.
read
Now I figured it
Washington
out.
Post.
Now I figured it out. Okay. So you
The LA Times, Orange County Register,
Now I
I'm
get
here,
it.
just
So now
my
I get
hometown.
it.
Daily Pilot.
So now I get it. Okay.
Orange County Register.
So now I understand. Yeah, you're trying to paint me as a right-wing conspirator, and I'm not.
I didn't say that.
Well, I think I can see where it's going. You know, you're never going to see a campaign slogan or a political slogan or a COVID denier slogan or a Trump flag flying anywhere ever. So keep on trying. It's not going to happen.
So finally, if you had to best sum up like how you're feeling about the situation that you say you've been thrown into this position, you didn't try to get into this position. What has this been like for you, and what is your takeaway? Like you're in a position right now where a lot of people are looking at what you're doing. They care one way or another, you know, about what you're saying and doing. What do you want people to know about you and your message?
Stand for freedom and don't compromise any of it. Your liberty is precious, and people have paid with their lives for it. So remember that it's not for sale. You cannot compromise it ever. Don't let them take an inch ever. Stand up, and when you feel fear that you're going to lose something, make your stand bigger than yourself, because it's not about you. It's about our country, and about its history, about its tradition, about everything. So I would say when you feel fear, think about the people who sacrificed far more than you and lost far more than you, and then maybe you'll find the courage deep down within yourself to stand up.
I feel like there's an opening here. I feel like we've got some common ground where I feel like you said that you're not sure if the vaccine is good or not, but you haven't read enough about it yet. So I feel like there's a possibility that if I came back here in the future, that you might change your mind and you might say, look, I've decided that I am going to take the vaccine. So you're not saying you'll never take it, correct?
What I'm saying is it's up to people to choose whether to take it or not. okay?
Right.
It's a personal freedom. What I'm against are these tyrannical mandates, and you can see they're creeping in. What I know is that I will stand for freedom always, and one day all of you standing here looking at me will thank me for it, because I'll be one of the few that did stand up and lay everything on the line, and that's what I'm doing. And you'll thank me too.
If you survive COVID,
Okay.
you haven't been vaccinated.
I'll be here, and I hope you will too.
I hope you are.
Yeah.
And I hope you and your family stay safe.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Thank you. Appreciate it.